So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Panther Street!
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Panther 11!
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set!
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape, because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
To throw on second down. Hood trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Seven Pirates! Warriors, 70 Rangers!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Now a 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. He gets it complete to Harris. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Gross. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Forced. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tag! Buffalo 18! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ready, ready?
Off the play fake. Hood. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Hines. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
11 mighty. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gun.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. It fights him off. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Come on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, That's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Street. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Looking to throw. Hood. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Ready.
Off play action. Hood. He completes it to Snead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hood. And it's intercepted. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On 2.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
12. Dot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
6 yards.
Here we go.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain.
Gun.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark.
Here we go.
I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
11 MT.
And Burrow going to change the play.
11 MT. 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a full head of steam. And down right around the 37. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Dancing to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Hines is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0.
Steelers 28, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't done it to scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates.
Back to throw again. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw again. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Gun, gun. Stop.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to... Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Stop.
On 2nd down, Felder. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That good for 19 and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felder. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Stop.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Bengals 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They go play action here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Off play action. Hood. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Hood. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Dot.
First down, Pittsburgh.
11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felder. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here we go. Dot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Dot.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had set. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. It's Hill. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Okay, break.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. Hood. Dumps it off to Mixon. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
70, Hawk 70.
Third and 10.
Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Hood. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Go. Ready, ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, They have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Pittsburgh, they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.